Hello everyone, welcome back to the Venusian Light Tarot. So today we're going to go ahead and do another collective love reading. This is going to be as usual for whoever it's for, whoever resonates with this reading. If you are drawn to the title, if you are drawn to the reading in any way, or if it randomly pops up, then it could be for you. So use your own intuition and discernment. Not every reading can be, resonating or for you. So just listen to what feels right for you. And if you have to force it, it's probably not for you. So we're going to see what comes up here today, what storyline comes through. We do also have, if you're new here, our big bowl of names. This is common names around the world, and also subscribers who have requested their first name to be put in here. So if you are new and you have maybe a unique name, you can put your first name down below in the comment section and I will add it to the bowl. We also have locations around the world, life path numbers, zodiac signs. So we're going to do one draw of that kind of in the middle of the reading and then another one towards the end of the reading. So let's go ahead and see what comes up though today for this storyline. So Spirit, what is the story today in love? Whoever is watching this reading, whoever needs to hear this message, we ask for clear details of the highest and greatest good for whoever needs to know about this situation today, Spirit. Thank you for guiding this reading. And I trust that whoever is meant to find it will find it. Okay, so let's see. What is the energy of this situation today, Spirit, for the viewers of this reading? And what is the collective energy right now in a connection, relationship? What is the energy here? The Tower, the Queen of Wands, the Five of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, Hierophant, Three of Cups, Three of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. Well, first of all, I'm getting a really strong message here. I'm not sure if this is what the reading will be about or this is a side note, but they want the viewer of this reading to know that you have love coming in. It's almost like a train coming in for you with the Wheel of Fortune, the Queen of Wands, and Nine of Cups. it seems like you do have love on the way. So there's something definitely, it feels like actually a very powerful message for you, that I'm seeing like an eagle here too. There's a feeling of victory, that you will have victory. You will come out on top. You will have some type of change of events or change of course in your love life here with the Wheel of Fortune. I don't know why they're showing me somebody who is nosy. It's like they're showing me somebody who is trying to like open these doors to kind of peek and gather information. So I want to look into that and see what that is. It could be that you are doing that, or this could be someone here who's connected to you in this reading who could be doing that, trying to like peek or pry into your life, or you're doing that to somebody else. But it feels like that is just one thing they want to kind of to tell the viewer, is that you have some type of momentum being gained in your love life here. And you probably, if you resonate with this reading, or if you're drawn to this reading, you will know, because you'll kind of feel that energy flowing, you know. And they're showing me too something about the roses or the flowers. Stop and smell the roses. So with the Nine of Cups here too, I mean, this man has all these like grapes and things like that. I'm hearing that something about a spiritual upgrade too, or spiritual growth. So again, I kind of think that this part here is focused on you, the viewer. But let's see, the connection between you and this person though, the Queen of Wands, which again, I think could be you. But so this is very much of a connection that I feel is, they're showing me like a tennis match, you know, maybe like back and forth. Possibly this could be an existing thing, or it feels like, I actually do feel though, I keep being drawn to the message about you though, wanting to maybe untether yourself from something, or you've been in the process of untethering yourself from, you know, difficult things, or from even maybe a difficult connection here. And it feels like with the Tower too, I mean, the Tower is a major card coming through, and it feels like you have, I kind of feel like the person you're connecting to though here, or whoever's coming up in this reading, if you're watching this, they're coming up as the Five of Cups, and their thoughts and feelings for you is the Three of Swords. I'm sorry, the Three of Cups. It feels like this person is very stuck right now in their life. They're very stuck, possibly even stuck on something involving you here. It feels like they have this almost like between a rock and a hard place, you know, maybe somebody who feels that they're very tempted. Yeah, they're very tugged back and forth. This could be somebody for some of you who does have another option right now, or they could be entertaining other things, or they did entertain other people, other situations. And I'm kind of getting that they really think about you in a bit of like a fantasy way. I think this has come up before too, but with the boat in the distance here too, it feels like this person here who's connected to you does. Okay, very interesting message here. I'm hearing something about I want to see you do well regardless, or I want to see you happy regardless. So, how they're feeling about you, Three of Cups. Yeah, I do feel like this is probably a connection that the boat has already sailed on, or this is somebody who is just coming through to acknowledge that you have grown a lot, or you have changed a lot. And I kind of think that either you have another option right now, or they have another option, or maybe even both of you. But it almost feels like a bit of, it almost feels like a sore. They're showing me like a sore, and we don't want to pour salt in that wound again. We don't want to pour salt in that sore. And yeah, this is very interesting. The person here who's coming through, again, I don't even know if you are still interested in this person, or they're just coming through in the reading. It's like I'm seeing that there's someone here who, I just lost the message, but there's something coming through about how they have not been able to kind of move forward or move on. And they see you as somebody who is very independent, very much, you have your autonomy about you. You're somebody who seems to stand out. So that's how you'll know if this is for you. You could be a fire sign. You don't have to be, but you could be a fire sign. Either you have disconnected a long time ago from this person, or this is just somebody who you have kind of maybe overshined, or kind of, you are somebody who is having this attention about you, or this magnetic energy about you. And it could be attracting many things to you, many people, many situations. And I feel like this person here, they don't really know whether or not to approach you, or whether or not this is something that can be salvaged if it's like a breakup or an ending. They don't know if that's possible. If it's somebody who you don't know who I'm talking about, this could be like somebody in the distance who, remember I had seen something about like being nosy. So this might be somebody who's trying to see like, what are you up to? Do I have a chance with you? Can I talk to you? So they might be, but this person feels very overwhelmed at the idea of you. So for some of you with the Tower, it could have been that there was an ending that has taken place between you both because of the fact that, maybe there was some too much of an energy, or too much to handle even, or they may not have told you that, but that could have been the reason, or one of the reasons. It can also be too that this is just somebody who has not kind of approached you yet entirely because they're afraid that they don't have enough, or that they're afraid that they, somebody here could be born in the 70s, I just heard, random side note, or maybe you have like a connection to the era of the 70s somehow. But I'm hearing outstayed my welcome. So yeah, this is definitely, I don't know exactly how that will connect, but you'll probably know if this person, if it could be energetic that they have outstayed their welcome, in terms of it's time now with the Wheel of Fortune for you to get the ball rolling in your life. It's time for the wheel to turn in the different direction for you. It could have also have been that this was something that you were together recently, or something ended, and maybe they felt somehow that they overstayed their welcome energetically or physically. I don't know. Or this is just kind of, this Queen of Wands is kind of stealing the show here in the middle of the reading, which I think is you, which I know is you, but it feels like, I keep seeing that you've renewed yourself. So whoever you are, the viewer, you have renewed yourself, or you are about to. If you haven't already, it feels like you're about to renew yourself in a very profound way. And this is mainly the question I'm hearing, or not the question, but the energy of loyalty. So it could have been possibly with the Hierophant here. This may have had something to do with somebody who was not loyal to you. And it's like you're kind of, maybe you are now almost like the tables have turned in a way where you have looked forward now, like with the eagle, you are no longer on the vibration of somebody who could not give you that loyalty before, if that's your story. I am hearing this could be somebody who's very different from you. So that could be how you know who they are. Maybe you're very different people, or there's something that kind of is like oil and water. Maybe you do have a connection, obviously, but there's a difference that you do share with each other. You're very different somehow. Could even be with the Hierophant. It could be values. It could be spiritual things. It could be what you kind of want in life. But how they're showing up here, this person, Five of Cups, yeah, this is definitely somebody who you probably don't know. I know this is very similar to another reading I did. I think it was the lurking reading. Could have been a different one, but this is probably somebody who you don't know that they feel this way. And I keep seeing somebody who was tempted, though, tempted by something, or tempted by, maybe they're tempted by you as well, especially if there was a third party involved. There may have been like a temptation outside of the connection, where it feels like now this person's in the energy of sadness. The Five of Cups is grief, is sadness, is loss. And I'm hearing, again, I'm hearing something like you brought the extra sauce. I don't know if that means something for somebody, but you could have brought this energy, this Queen of Wands energy to the table here. Yeah, the Sun. I feel like, so how they think and feel about you, Three of Cups. Yeah, it feels like it's somebody who, how they think and feel about you, they are really trying to scramble here. I'm seeing somebody scramble like on their phone or writing on pieces of paper. They don't know where their message is going or how to write a message out to you. So this is definitely somebody who could be considering, with Three of Wands here, maybe how to get in contact with you. but I just feel like this is somebody who doesn't think that that you deserve them. You know, I just keep seeing somebody who is in a state of self-sabotage, and they don't really like inwardly feel like, and that's why I heard, you know, I want you to be happy either way, or something like that I had heard. So I definitely think, I mean, I don't know how this is connecting, but this could be somebody who feels like regardless of what happened here, they may just want to see you happy. They may want to see you do well, even if they don't admit that. Because I kind of think this person may have thrown the towel on this relationship, or they just were not present entirely, or they may have had done something. And it's like, I think that the reason that they had felt that way is because they thought that you deserved better. I don't know why I'm hearing Twilight. I don't know if that series or book means something, but it's also nighttime too. With the Nine of Swords here, this person could think about you a lot at nighttime, and they have really been someone who, with the mask here, the two masks we have here, I feel like they really feel somehow fired up at the thought of you, though. So they keep returning to the thought of you and how it kind of fires them up in a way, or how it motivates them, or how they feel very attracted to you. So let me confirm a little bit of this and see what's going on. So the connection between you and this person, Queen of Wands. Yeah, I'm seeing like the Tower after the dust has settled and everything is really still. So I can definitely see that this is either a situation to where the dust has been settling for a long time, you know, maybe for years, and now it's about to be your time to shine, or now it's already been your time to move forward, or to have, you know, more tension, or to just have this turn in your favor. But it also could have been like a recent breakup or a recent ending. And after the dust, you know how like if you go through something like a breakup or something, and how in the initial phases of it, you don't think straight because you're angry, or because whatever the emotions are. But then as you look back on that breakup or that ending, you see it in a different light. That's kind of what I think this person could be doing. They've kind of like, after the dust is settled, with this Three of Wands here too, they've begun to see something about you in a different light here. The connection between you and this person. Yeah, but I keep hearing what's done is done. Stay optimistic about your love life. I mean, this, like I said in the beginning, this is you, the viewer. Wheel of Fortune, Nine of Cups. Something is definitely coming for you. Something very promising, something that will be a wish fulfillment for you is about to come in. And I'm hearing Spirit say something like, it should be somebody who doesn't push your buttons. So, you know, this may have been like a triggering connection. I mean, I think that those connections are necessary for us to grow, but it also feels like this is maybe something about you beginning to step into your own power and see your worth and your value, and wanting maybe a connection that doesn't trigger you constantly or doesn't make you feel that way. We have separation. Yeah, so this is definitely someone that you've been at a distance in separation with, either recent or it's been a while. And I don't know why I'm seeing somebody at, what is it called? Chippendale show. I have no idea if somebody went there recently or if they even have that still, but I'm seeing that. Could also be like that you do attract attention, especially if you're a female here. You could attract attention from other men. That just could be for some of you, but the connection between, yeah, so very soon has flown out here too, which is what I feel. I want to look at that, but definitely something is happening very soon for you. And it does have to do with you. I'm seeing some of you rewriting your past, like maybe you're scripting, you're doing a lot of journaling, or that could be something that can be really good to do right now, to kind of look back at your past experiences, especially if this has been like a string of a long thing, or you've had challenges, you know, maybe like try to rewrite your past, you know, because the past is just an illusion anyway. We're here right now. So it feels like they want you to think bigger for your future. Like it says here, positive thinking will bring you romance. because I'm seeing that you have really risen from the ashes. It's like this is like a warrior type of energy. So it's definitely somebody who has gone through a lot, and you know now kind of what to look out for and what to be aware of, and what to not take in your life anymore, you know? So getting to know each other as you reveal your innermost selves, your bond deepens, and heart-to-heart conversations. So yeah, I want to explore this because something I definitely feel is coming in. Could be a conversation you're having. Could be that you do. It's definitely like I'm seeing two people like cleanse their mouth with soap. So the way they're showing it in this context is like, you know, the way that I'm going to communicate with you is going to be much better now. The way that they're going to communicate with you is going to be much better now. There's a feeling. But I definitely think for this reading, there could be two groups of you. Some of you are going to be kind of done with whoever this is. I'm going to look at them now. And in that case, the people or the love that you're attracting is going to be very refreshing in the way that you communicate with this new person, or this, even just people you're dating in general. Maybe you have this new kind of energy about you to where you're able to be confident in your words, you're able to be confident in your energy, and that's very attractive, which is attracting love to you. But it could also be that this is somebody who is about to or wants to have a heart-to-heart conversation with you. And the way that you're both going to be talking to each other now is like you've kind of cleansed your mouth with soap. Like I said, the dust has settled. So maybe there was an argument or falling out, or maybe it's been a long time and you're both very different now. And it's like the way that you're going to have a talk with each other is going to be refreshing and different, or it needs to be. So it could have definitely been like a connection that you had a lot of triggers. I'm kind of getting like karmic energy here. So this may have been a karmic partner you had a connection to. And again, maybe you're moving forward now, you want to move forward, or you and this karmic partner, you know, or maybe you just had a lot of karma with this person and you are ready now to really dive deeper into getting to know each other on a level that you didn't before, kind of is the feeling I'm getting here. The Magician and the Chariot flew out. Yeah, I am seeing though that some of you do have a new person entering your life. You could even have two people, multiple people. There may be something about how suddenly with the Wheel of Fortune, everything starts to turn, or you start to get attention, you start to get like a new love in your life and everything like that too. So let me see, this person showing up as the Five of Cups, the person who is coming up in your reading today, the Five of Cups. Who is this person and how are they showing up? I'm hearing Gentle Giant. So I don't know, this person could be a gentle giant. They could be larger in stature, or they could be somebody who has a lot of like tender emotions inside. How is this person showing up? The person you're connecting to here, whoever's coming up, Spirit, Five of Cups. Yeah, definitely somebody who's been replaying a lot of their old events or a lot of old memories and stuff. Eight of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. I'm hearing that song by Rihanna, I Hate That I Love You. Let me see. How is this person thinking and feeling about you? Three of Cups. Yeah, they're showing me how Ten of Pentacles here, Seven of Pentacles. They're showing me like, this actually could be literal. They're showing me like if you have like a purse of money and how this person has been deciding kind of where to spend that currency. So with the Pentacles, I mean, it could be literal to where they've been having some decision when it comes to like money, I guess, or finances. But it also could be like in terms of energy. They have been at a space where they've needed to decide kind of where they want to invest their future with the Ten of Cups. And this person, they definitely are somebody who has acted like they didn't care for a long time. If this is someone that you've been with, they've acted like they didn't care. And I think that has caused them a lot of damage. You know, it's caused them a lot of pain. It's ruined things with you and them. It could also be somebody who has done this with other connections too. But whoever this is, I don't feel like they're going anywhere. So I wonder if this is somebody for some of you watching that you did have like this breakup or separation with, and it feels like this very soon, is somebody who doesn't want to give up on this, somebody who wants to have a talk with you, somebody who you both want to have a talk maybe. And it feels like, yeah, I mean, this is somebody who's been, again, under the surface, they have not been able to maybe forget or to let this go or to, I know this message came up and I just can't remember. If anyone watching remembers the reading that was very similar to this, because I'm hearing something about how this person could have kind of put a lot of energy into other things for so long that they feel like it didn't fulfill them in the long run. So they're kind of looking back now on, yeah, this person has a lot of different scattered energies. I'm seeing somebody with blonde hair, especially if it's a male with blonde hair. How is this person thinking and feeling about you? 3 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, so gentle romantic touch, spending quality time. I really do feel this is a connection that for most of you, this is somebody who desires to re-enter your life or to just work on things that you already have with each other, even though we have separation. So there's definitely been some separation, but they have really been wanting to improve the way that they kind of communicate or improve the substance of the connection kind of in a way. They want to, they're thinking more long-term, 10 of Pentacles, and they've been really focusing on, you know, definitely somebody who I think could be very work focused, career oriented, and they've been focusing on how to achieve inner balance right now. And I'm getting that it could have taken that tipping of the scales, like it could have taken that tower. I actually want to confirm that tower because I don't know what it is exactly, but for some of you, something had to tip the scales kind of in a way for them to, it's just an example, but you know how sometimes if we have like a tragedy or if we have like a, not even just a tragedy, but something happens in our life and we didn't really see it. And I think I said that actually in the beginning. We didn't see it until it was gone. So it's like we're not, you know what I mean? Like we didn't see it until it was gone, or we didn't realize the state that we were in until that kind of last straw fell. So I feel like something here has happened that almost like shook somebody awake, you know? It could even have been like a near-death experience. I mean, that just could be for one person, but something that I feel shook them alive or shook them awake. And they really feel, this person has been extremely overwhelmed emotionally though. They've had a lot on their plate or they've had a lot going on. And they have been feeling, that's why the energy for them, whoever this is I'm picking up on, they're very much, I don't even know what the word would be. Maybe overwhelmed is the better word. They feel like they have a lot of questions in their mind, somebody who could be overthinking a lot. They have a lot of thoughts running through their mind. They are someone who, again, I'm getting something about how they appear on the outside is different than how they are on the inside. So that could even be something to where you see this person's behavior or action or facial expressions or something, or the way that they're working. Maybe they work constantly, or they have, even somebody I'm getting, it won't be for everybody, but somebody who has like depression or something mentally within them, but they have like, what is it called when you are operating still? I can't think of it. When you're high functioning, I think it's called high functioning depression or high functioning something. So they could be somebody who doesn't appear to be disturbed by things outside of them, but they actually do inwardly. But let me see, anything else, Spirit, about this person? So who is this person? How are they showing up here? And then I'm going to look a little bit more at you because I was getting that message about you here. Yeah, it's like I'm seeing somebody walk on a path and they see a feather. And in this case, the feather, yes, exactly. The feather would be representing spiritual guidance, but they choose to turn around and go down another path and not pick up the feather. So, see, like I said, questioning it all, attaching to the ego. This is somebody who is, that's why the energy I'm circling around. I've noticed, when I do these readings, I embody the energy of whoever I'm reading for. And this person is someone who doesn't want to just kind of blurt it out. I can't really come up with the words. And that's because they are someone right now who has been running like so many different scenarios in their mind about you, about their life, about their work, about their situation. And they are somebody who has been seeing signs from spirit, seeing kind of things, even if they don't, some of them don't even realize what it is, but something with the Ten of Cups here kind of shows them like a vision almost that glimpses into their mind about maybe what they want. It could be family, it could be children, it could be, especially if you had that kind of connection before, if it was like a divorce or an ending of a serious relationship, or it could even be like a, just them picturing what could be, but then they kind of backtrack in their mind thinking that it's just fantasy, it's just ego. So I feel like this is probably somebody who is just in the very beginning stages of their spiritual awakening. So for you though, it seems like with the Queen of Wands here, you probably are somebody who has been on this path for a while, and you're somebody who is coming across as very much, you're ready. I keep getting like, you're ready for honesty. You're ready for communication in general. You're ready to be who you are. And I think that it's been a long road for you to get there. And this person could be kind of where you were when you just started that spiritual awakening. And that could be where they feel like, that like if they do find a feather, I think that's just metaphorically, but like, can I trust that? Why is that feather there? Why do I feel drawn to these certain things? Why do I feel like this could be something? Am I just imagining it? So they're really somebody who I feel is going back and forth in their mind. And for some of them, they could be somebody who actually has been following. Yeah, that's kind of what I definitely feel for some of you. They could be following a path that their family wanted for them, or that, maybe society, they could have settled down with somebody. They could have just been working an 8-to-5 job every day and begun to feel kind of numb. There is definitely something in this reading with the Hierophant of how the societal pressures or what somebody has been, again, portraying outwardly has not really fulfilled them anymore. And I'm hearing something about how they could want to take a lone wolf path, or they could want to take a path that is less traveled. And this is something that I think you are very good at. So whoever you are, the viewer, you are somebody who is naturally very much of a independent, free spirit, fire energy coming up. It could be Aquarius, Sagittarius, any sign really, but you have a very innovative way about you, and you do serve as an inspiration for this person and other people too, with how kind of bold you are with knowing kind of what the truth is of the universe, And I think that this person is someone who is probably quite opposite from you. They may have been someone who, like I said, did work that, nothing wrong with, working 8-to-5. I'm just saying that they felt like they were just clocking in and clocking out every day and being kind of like a robot or monotonous in their life. And if they did have like another relationship too, it could have been like a picture perfect, or what their family wanted them to be, or a profession that their family kind of pushed them to be in their life. And I think that to be honest though, with this reading, when I said earlier, this person, they kind of almost think to themselves, I just want you to be happy. I think that's coming from their higher self, because with the Ten of Cups here, this person is someone who doesn't even know if they're capable of, they don't know if they're capable of doing the things that you do. Even though they want to, even though they don't feel maybe completely fulfilled where they are with the Five of Cups, it's almost like to do it would be a big thing. They would have to maybe make many changes in their life. They would have to follow their intuition for the first time. They would have to follow their spiritual guidance for the first time. They may even have to eliminate other people in their life or go against even family or society or religion or something like that. And they do feel very much like that's an idea that they have. It's like a vision that they have. It's an inspiration. But some of them almost feel like with the Seven of Pentacles here and the Three of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, they're almost like, how to word this? They don't know if they have the courage to meet you where you are. And I want to look and see what the outcome could be here. But I definitely feel for a lot of you watching though, you seem to be like if you're going on a race or something, you know, and you are 2 laps ahead of them. And they are aware of that. So they almost, from their higher self, want to say like, I admire you for what you're doing. I just want you to be happy. I don't know if I can really meet your level. I don't know if I can run fast enough to catch up to your lap, even though they want to. So I hope that makes sense. But yeah, so we have codependent habits here. We have catch me, push and pull, runner chaser, and us against the world, finding solutions together and deep conversations. So yeah, this is a connection that would be, we do have conversations twice here. So at the very least, I feel like that you could be having a conversation with this person in which, you know, maybe they're going to tell you some of this, or they want to tell you some of these things that they are going through. But I'm getting that they, again, feel very hesitant for this. It's almost like the way they're showing it to me, like it would almost feel like they would be put in a position that would make them very vulnerable to express to you what they actually feel, especially for those of you who maybe they don't know where you are nowadays, or there's been distance here, or even third party with the uplifting connections. It says here, new sparks and soul family ties. If this is a new connection for some of you, this could be somebody who does feel like you're part of their soul family. And again, maybe you're someone who would kind of show them the ropes almost of what a spiritual kind of life would look like, or what more there is to life. And they, if it's a new person, they do feel this intense pull to explore this with you. And it's something that they can't deny. But what they've known and what they've been taught all their life is these other things, you know, and so they keep going back and forth between that idea. So I'm going to pull their emotions here, and then we're going to pull from the bowl, and then we'll get a little bit more for the outcome and anything else. What else, Spirit, about this person? And then we're going to look at the purpose of this coming through and what is going to happen here, because from the beginning, there's a very powerful energy emanating from you, the viewer. So something is definitely about ready to shift. So what is this person's thoughts and emotions here for you and this whole situation? This person definitely could have air in their chart. I wouldn't be surprised. What is going through this person's mind and heart? Yeah, so see, depressed. Some of them definitely could be in a bit of a depression, or they have been operating from this numbness or depression for a while. I'm hearing some of them could have had, again, I'm getting either, if this is a new connection, meeting you really took them out of this depression almost. It kind of showed them this whole reality of what, especially if you talked about spiritual things together, or not even just spiritual, but maybe you're a creative person, or you're just very bold, and maybe you kind of showed them things that they didn't even realize existed, and it kind of gave them this like hope. It gave them this inspiration. But if it's not a new person, they could be taking up hobbies. I'm seeing they could be doing certain things that are maybe even meeting people who resonate more with them. They feel like this draw or this pull to connect with people who are more like-minded, which is why they could feel this pull either back into your direction or for you in general. And they, they've been kind of irritated here. I'm getting that they've been irritated because they haven't followed their truth. That's why they're irritated. So it's like, you know, that feeling where you don't know why something is nagging at you from within, but it's only because you have not followed your instincts, you have not followed your intuition and your heart. So this codependent patterns has been a way of this person coping with the numbness within. So it's been a way for them to avoid. This could be like a same-sex relationship for some of you, I'm getting. It doesn't have to be, but something about it definitely is about like one world versus the world that would be different than where they come from, or that they're used to having. And so they feel irritable because I'm also hearing this person could be somebody who may have like a hero complex. So they could be someone who maybe has always been there for everyone else. It could be family members, it could be friends even. Maybe they even have been somebody who put on a bit of a show, or they always wanted to be in the limelight, or something about how they, yeah, with the Three of Cups here and the Mask too, they may have just kind of emptied their own cup time and time again to fit the mold of what they thought they should be, or who they thought that they should be, or to make other people like them, things like that. But you are someone who is very different than that, okay? Or you definitely have that energy about you, fulfilled. Yeah, they feel... How do they feel directly about you? What emotion comes up for them when they feel directly about you? Regretful and guilty. Yeah, I mean, I definitely feel like this is somebody who, it's like they're showing me somebody shoveling sand. So they could feel like they've had to, this person, like I said before, they've been having like snapshots of memories of you and them, if you've had a past, and also other people and other things in their life, even childhood maybe. And it's like somebody who's been having these like small snapshots in their mind replaying, and the puzzle is starting to be put together for them. So they definitely do feel quite regretful if something did, happen between you both. They do feel remorseful. I just noticed the pictures here. I didn't even see that. But yeah, it's kind of what I was seeing, like snapshots of pictures. They've been moving at a very snail pace, I'm hearing Spirit say. So this is actually could be something that has either been going on for a long time, or somebody who feels like they've had this irritation within them for many years even. And again, with the Tower, there's a feeling of like Spirit, the universe could have shaken this person up to begin to clear their energy from like this robot kind of lifestyle in a way, or like the Matrix, things that they have been accustomed to. Okay, so let me pull a few of these and then we'll look a little bit more after that. So I'm just going to pause for a minute and mix this up. Okay, and as I always say, I'm just going to say it before each one. If none of this resonates with you, but the reading resonates with you, then no worries. Of course, we can't pull everyone's name and details. So this is only for some people who need extra confirmation, or for whatever reason Spirit wants to bring confirmation through. So don't worry about it if it does not resonate with you. And also, if your name is called and you're not sure if this does resonate with you, it could be somebody else's name. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so I'm going to start with names. We have Katie, spelled this way. We have Miles. We have Alda. Jamie, if that's how you pronounce it. Jamie, I guess. But spelled this way, because I know there's several names that are the same, but they're spelled different ways. So you'll know if it's you. We have Ines, I don't know how to say that. We have Yun, Kelly, Christian, Gabriella, Zane, Ashley, spelled like this, Wendy, Grace, and that's all we have for names. We have separated, so yeah, this is definitely a separation. And for this reading, it feels like this is either, again, like a recent separation in which it felt very final, or this is like a long separation. We have Texas, Atlanta, life path number 5, Capricorn rising, and we have carpenter. So somebody could be a carpenter. So we'll pull a few more at the end, but let me go ahead and go a little bit more into this here. This is probably going to be a long reading because it feels like Spirit has a lot to say about you too. So, so let's see then. I'm going to look a little bit more about what they want to say to you, but let's see what comes up for you. So Spirit, what is this coming up here for the viewer? So the Wheel of Fortune. So what does the viewer need to know? Why is this person coming up today? What is the situation that the viewer needs to understand about this? Well, you've been moving through a very big purging time. Some of you, I'm even seeing that you could have had symptoms of like digestive symptoms, solar plexus symptoms, to where you've been purging with the Tower a lot of old things. And it feels like they're actually telling me how the reference I made about the feather, it's really interesting. They're actually showing me that you, when you see the feather, you know, you would pick it up. You would say, okay, the feather is here to guide me down this path. The feather is here to show me something. Whereas this person has been so attached to their ego that even if you've both been guided together at some point, they kind of don't even look at the feather, or they're questioning, why is the feather here? So you're on different pages here. I definitely feel like with the 2 windows for you, the viewer, what you need to know is that you have been stale for a long time, I'm hearing, or you've been stuck for a while, maybe with this person or in general. And it seems like, again, with the Wheel of Fortune here, yeah, 8 of Swords at the bottom. What does the viewer need to know? Wheel of Fortune. Some of you actually could have moved to a new town, or you could be moving to a new town or new environment entirely. Judgment, the 3 of Swords. Yeah, I really do feel, though, to be honest, I kind of feel like this is, for a lot of you, that you are moving on completely. If not that, this could pick up on past energies in which you had removed yourself entirely, or even relocated or started a new life entirely in the past. And it feels like you're going to be very surprised. I keep hearing Spirit say that never say never or something, and how a lot of things will creep up in a good way into your life that you have been waiting for a long time for. It's like it's felt like maybe a very long road for you. It's felt like there's been no progress, or it felt like it's been, yes, integrity. You've had to stick with your integrity. You've had to really be, yeah, I'm actually seeing like a bottle of poison, and you've walked away from it. So obviously, you know, who wouldn't? I think that you have really begun to honor yourself and to step into true integrity. So what does this person have to do with this, Spirit? What is the outcome kind of between you and this person? Violets are blue, loyalty. What is the outcome between you and this person that we picked up on? What is the meaning of this reading for the viewer and this person? feminine. Yes, so fire in my soul, inspiration. Now I'm hearing that song Bleeding Love by Leona Lewis. On the mend. What is the outcome between you and this person? Why are they coming up in the reading? The Emperor. Yeah, I do feel this is a connection that, even though I said that you're probably moving on, I think for a lot of you, there definitely may be a resurfacing of this in which somebody, this person with the Chariot here too, yes, Ace of Wands, the Chariot, the Emperor, they definitely could want to have a new beginning with you, have a new start with you. But I'm hearing with the feminine energy, it's very important that most of you are probably feminine energies. If you're watching this, for you, the viewer, it's very important that you stay in your feminine energy. It's very important that you fall back into your feminine energy, because with the Emperor, it's likely that this person is going to step up, or they're at the very least, you know, this is one of those connections. This is probably for a lot of you, maybe like a twin flame connection, or a connection that feels very spiritual in nature. It's somebody who's always going to be in your energy. It's somebody who's always going to be a part of your life somehow, I feel, especially if you had a long history. And it feels like this person is becoming the Emperor, or slowly beginning to morph into being someone who can take control of their life. If you do choose to move forward, you definitely have an Emperor person coming in very soon, in which this person is going to find you and be ready for you now. You know, you're both ready for each other, to where maybe you've been holding on to this other situation for a while. The outcome between you and this person specifically, Spirit, can you give us a little bit more detail? Let me just confirm. And at the bottom, we have missing you silently. So, I mean, definitely somebody who's been missing you silently. It's the outcome between you and this person specifically. Yeah, they're not going to give, this is definitely, their Spirit's not going to give detail on it. Accepting one's journey, surrendering to the mystery. With the 2 9s here, they want you to surrender to the mystery right now of your love life. They want to confirm in this reading of what's going on with this person, and you would definitely know who I'm talking about if this resonates with you. It feels very specific. They don't want you to attach a outcome to one person in particular. They don't want you to attach one specific thing, but to know that it's about surrender right now. And it feels like as you focus more on yourself and you kind of become more of your own best version, you're going to have many people, I'm seeing like many people knocking on your door. So maybe many options. Again, it almost feels like you have a lot of opportunities beginning to open for you, not even just love, but maybe you have many career opportunities. Maybe you have many, friendships coming into your life. There's just a feeling of like something is coming in, the sweet arrival. So fairy tales coming true. So very positive reading for whoever this is. It definitely feels like this is lots of good things coming in for you. And usually when that happens, the person who hurt us, or the person who maybe hadn't been on your level, will also feel that shift. And I think that's what's happening here. But I am getting that for a lot of you with the 9 of Cups here, there could be like a homecoming, a feeling of reconciliation, or a feeling of coming together in a embrace, you know, but see again, the solo path. So they really want to say that you have done so much work on yourself that it's time for you to also enjoy life. It's time for you to also enjoy the moment, enjoy where you are right now in this situation in your life, and to really embrace all of who you are. Yes, your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment, but they're not going to give a confirmation here. Let's actually see though what this person would want to say to you, if they can give a confirmation, and then we'll pull, I think I'll pull quite a few more, because I get the sense that maybe a lot of people is going to watch this, or a lot of people will either resonate with this or have details in this reading that will be for them. So whoever this person was then that came up in the reading, Spirit, what do they want to say to you for any confirmation? Because remember I said too that this person almost like from their higher self wants you to be happy, which is why I kind of feel this is like an unconditional love connection, or at the very least on a spiritual level it is. And it's kind of like that situation where if you choose to move on, they accept that. If you choose to explore other options, then, you know, then they could accept that too. It's kind of like a loving embrace of knowing that like we can kind of close that difficult cycle, or we can grow together kind of thing spiritually. Yes, so awake, that's definitely for sure. I see the error of my ways. Life has been tough recently. I don't know why I'm seeing somebody walking around naked. So I don't know if you do that, or, I mean, you may have seen this person naked a lot, or it's maybe like an analogy for vulnerability, you know, maybe like stripped down to the naked core. But let's see, what does this person want to say to you about how they truly think and feel, why they came up in the reading today, what the outcome could be, what do they kind of want with you? Yeah, so exactly. That's what I just saw here. We have, I know we've had our ups and downs. Sometimes I wonder if we could really work through it, or if we are better off going in different directions. I have a soft spot for you. No matter what happens, I'll always care. Exactly. I don't know. Maybe some of you, this is like a long-term connection that you ended things with, or again, maybe you just have like such a deep love for each other on a higher self level, or you did have a long connection. It definitely feels for most of you. I don't think this is new. And if it is new, then it's probably picking up on two people in the reading. You know, maybe you have a new person and then also another expert person maybe. But this is somebody, I'm seeing someone like make lemonade, you know? So meaning that whatever you choose, whatever happens with us, it was very profound, or you've taught me a lot, or this is very meaningful. But it's kind of something to do with like a choice that's being made about, can I meet you there? Can we really talk through this? Can we really do it? Or are you happier somewhere else, kind of thing? But let's see what else. So I guess you can say like a little bittersweet, but I think there's many scenarios that could play out in terms of the outcome of this reading, because you are someone who's in control of your life right now. I think that for a lot of you could be, you know, really mastering law of attraction, or mastering attracting things to you. And so you really have many doorways to choose from. What does this person want to say to you? What would they say if they could be honest? What do they want with you? How are they feeling for you? I miss the sound of your laugh, and I miss our fun times together. Yeah, so you have changed, and I have definitely noticed the glow up. That's you, Queen of Wands. And they do miss you. I definitely think for a lot of you, this is somebody who does miss spending time with you. Again, for a lot of you, you probably had good times together. You probably had a pretty meaningful connection. I can feel you on a soul level. I am beginning to understand how deeply connected we are. Yep. So that's the thing. It's like this person understands this much more, especially that they're awakening. It starts everything I kind of said earlier with the 10 of Cups and everything. They're starting to sort of see what that means to be in maybe a connection, or to love somebody out of outside of conditioning or outside of what society says and all that stuff. I want to slow things down. Things are moving too fast. And again, that's what I mentioned too. This person is someone who, they don't seem to be jumping the gun like right now. They seem to be someone who is needing to pick up that feather, you know, pick up the feather and keep walking forward and not keep dismissing it by choosing to listen to their ego. And I think they're kind of at a crossroads with that at the moment, even though most recently they've begun to feel much more connected to you on a soul level. And it's because of your growth, really. It's because of what you've been doing within yourself too. So they're kind of saying in a way, give me more time. And if you don't wait for me, I understand. I think that's really what it is. I don't want to complicate the situation any more than it already is. So they could have complications when it comes to anything in their life, maybe other people or those opinions or family or societal pressures. And it's almost like they are, again, kind of in between that doorway of knowing that they don't really feel good there anymore, but they also they don't know if they can run as fast as you on that lap, you know, or those laps. It's like you've run faster. Are you too much ahead now for them to catch up? I just want to run away with you and forget about all the troubles. So they could think about just keeping things casual or going on like a vacation with you. Kind of like looks like that to me here too, with the two people finding solutions together. They almost like have this own world where they think about you, or you both have that kind of connection where it's very secluded or it's very secretive in a way, and you only get each other, you know, you really get each other, but no one else kind of knows or no one else understands. Let's get two more. What would this person say to you about what they want, what the outcome is here? I've been focusing my life around myself lately, and I'm not sure if I want to spend my time with someone else right now. And one more. I don't want things to end on this note. Let me make things right. This fire is still burning in me for you. Do you feel it too? I see you all the time in my dreams. It's so hard to shake you off. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. It's like this person, they don't want things to end on this note. And I definitely think at the very least, a lot of you will have a conversation with this person. Whatever comes up in that conversation will depend. It could be that, you know, let's forgive each other and move on. Or maybe it's, let's figure this out. Or it's just going to be on a good terms or even be friends, if that's something that you want. But I definitely think that they can't deny the fact that they do still have a flame for you too, though. So they're a little bit confused, I think, but it comes down to what you want to, and because I think that you're going to be okay either way. You have things coming in. So I'm going to do one last draw of these. So anything else, Spirit, about who this is for today? Any details that can resonate? Okay. So with names, we have Tamara, Ricardo, Aubrey, Jeannie, spelled this way, Martin, Sissy, Kayla, Alice, Shelley, Alexander, Kristen with a K, Betsy, Danielle, Miguel, Peggy, Kaylee, spelled like that, Lindsay, and Tara Lee. And then we have mainly names here today. Not a whole lot of locations, but we do have Melbourne, Indiana, Delaware. We have officer, so this person could be a police officer, or you could be, or any type of other like official officer. And we have hazel eyes, so someone could have hazel eyes. So I'm going to leave it there. It was definitely a longer one, but I definitely think that a lot of people may need to hear this, so hopefully it could resonate. Let me know if you like how it connected and if any of these names or details resonate with you. And thanks so much for tuning in, and I will talk to you next time. Take care and lots of love.